There are some Samsung features that feel very small, but once you start using them, you literally can't go back. These are not complicated tricks. They are quick, simple, and insanely productive. And I promise you at least 3 of these you're not using right now. Let's get into the video. This is the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at some 7 Samsung features that you're not using. Very simple and straightforward, but will change how you use your Samsung here and forth. So, without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. Let's go. You are using your phone, a notification comes in. Instead of leaving what you're doing, you can instantly turn your notification into a floating pop-up or a split screen. Let me show you how to do this. So while planning some workout routines, I get a message that pops up directly on my screen and I want to interact with it. When I scroll down, I get the ability to hold on to it and then lift it right out there, drop it in the center, and immediately it becomes a pop-up. Now, this is a feature on your phone that you're probably not using. Not only can you drop it into a pop-up, but you could pick it up from here, and then when you've lifted it, drop it on the upper part, and immediately you have a split screen mode with what it is that you were doing previously. This is a Samsung feature sitting on your phone you are probably not using. And now you can reply to messages without closing your current application. I'm glad I was able to show you how to quickly use it. Now that you can do that with notification, what if I tell you you can do that with any application? Let me show you how. I'm going to be showing you how quickly to make any application into a pop-up, an application you're previously using, or an application that's just new that you're about to bring in. First one is once on your edge panel. Applications on your edge panel can quickly be picked up this way and then dropped into the center to go into a pop-up view, or picked up that way and then dropped into the upper side to make it a split, and then select another application to go with it. If that's not enough, when you're already on certain applications and you want to make them into splits, you could open the previously opened applications like this, and then once you're here, you can hold on to the icon on top, drop it into a split, and immediately you're able to pair it with something else. Or go into your recent applications, hold on to the application you want to make into a pop-up, drop it in the center, and immediately you have a pop-up view. These are features sitting on your phone you're probably not using. But let me show you how to take these features to the extreme level by controlling exactly what happens whenever you tap on an application from here. For instance, if I tap on this, immediately it goes into full screen mode. But what if you wanted it to go directly into pop-up? This takes us into the Good Lock application, an application that I've spoken about extensively. You can check the top right corner here. You see how to download them and go into the playlist I have, which shows everything about the Good Lock application. Once you're in here, you're going to scroll down till you get to the Home app application. Tap on it, give it a couple of seconds, and once it opens, you can scroll and go into the Edge panel. Tap on the Edge panel, and from here, you're able to control what exactly happens whenever you touch an application. It says open app in screen using the select view. If I select pop-up in this example, whenever I open this and I tap on any application, it's going to open in pop-up view. Let me show you an example. I'm on the home screen and then I swipe on the edge panel and tap any application, it's going to go in pop-up view mode. Let me show you when we select other options. So in here, I select full screen, and then now when I'm anywhere, open this, tap on it, it goes into full screen. What if we want it to be split? Like here, split screen. When I'm anywhere and I tap on this, it's going to go into full screen unless I have an application open. For example, I have the Google Chrome open and then I tap on this, immediately it's going to split. But if selected is the full screen and I even have Chrome open, same, it's going to go into full screen. So this here is a feature on your phone I feel you might not be using. Very trivial, but I believe very important. With this feature, now you can even split YouTube with WhatsApp, Notes with browser. Now, let's take the productivity a step further. What if you could jump straight into a specific action inside an application? Let me show you how. Let's take, for instance, I am here and then I've got the Good Lock application, but there's this particular model I want to go directly into. This can apply to several applications that are already existing on your phone. I hold on to any application there on the home screen and I'm going to get options. These options don't just stay as options. I can tap on them to go into them, or I can hold down on them and then have them now out as single applications. So next, when I want to go into the Home app application, instead of going into Good Lock, looking for the Home app application and tapping to enter, now I just need to stay outside here and tap on the Home app application, and immediately I'm going to be taking inside. This can be done even with camera, so that when I hold on my camera this way, I get options. I can pick the option of selfie, hold on to it, and then get a whole new icon that I can put on the screen. This might be a trivial one for most people because they might be using it, but for those who don't know about this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now imagine taking this same idea but applying it to actual files. This is specifically powerful for people who are using tablets and working on files often. Instead of opening your file manager every single time, you can actually do this. You can go into your file manager once, look for whatever file it is. Let's say I come in here, and then I have the printer here, which is a folder all my scanned documents go into. And I don't want to be coming inside here constantly to look for my scanned documents. I can hold on to that and then select the more option. And here I can select the add to home screen. Once I tap on this, I get it now on the home screen. Right there. I'm able to move it to any part that I want. Right there. So next time when I scan a document and I'm looking for the file, all I have to do is tap on this and immediately it's going to open the printer folder for me. It doesn't only end there. You can do it to specific files. Like this PDF, I can hold on to it, tap on more, and then add to home screen. Once this has been done, on my home screen, I'm going to find it here. And then if it's a file like an Excel sheet that I deal with constantly, I can always tap on it directly, open it with whichever application I want, and get direct access to it. So now, one tap and you're actually instantly inside whatever application or file. Now, so let's make this more practical. What if you're using your phone with just one hand? That, I believe, happens to all of us every now and then. Yes, a quick thing that can be done on your phone is to swipe down on the home button area, which will immediately take your phone into a one-hand mode. Like this, I swipe down this way and immediately my phone is in this mode. If I'm using my left hand, I can tap on this side and have it on my left hand. This is for those who are using gestures, but let me show you how to change this for individuals that are using navigation button. Well, you can just tap anywhere and then it's going to open. So let's go into settings. And then once we're in settings, we're going to scroll till we get to display and scroll till we get to navigation bar. We tap on it and now we're going to switch to the button action. So now we're going to go into settings and then also scroll down till we get to advanced features. And once we are in here, we can go to the one hand mode, tap on this, and then now select the button. For the button, we need to double tap the home screen to actually get it into one hand mode. So anywhere on my phone, I double tap the home button and immediately I'm going to go into one hand mode like that. So this is a very functional thing that is sitting on our phone. Most of us are not using. I use the gesture, so I'm going to switch to that and then go down again into settings, scroll display, navigation bar, and then switch to my swipe function. So your screen can now shrink at any point in time and make it very reachable. Next, let's fix something subtle but very important. Is the ability to dim your wallpaper. This might also be very trivial, but for me I find it very important. Alright, when we go into settings, we can come down here into wallpaper and style, tap on that, and once we are in here, you can set any wallpaper of your choosing by tapping on wallpaper. Select from the plethora of options, gallery, featured ones, and all of these, like this. And then we can set it. Once we set whatever we want, we hit on done and it's there. This is the option I'm talking about, which is to dim your wallpaper when dark mode is on. For some of us, we love to use the dark mode to save battery as much as possible. But as we can see here, a toggle of this makes the wallpaper a bit darker, allowing us to easily be able to see the icons and their names on the screen. So this is a very simple feature that is sitting here, allowing the visuals on the home screen to be very visible. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I'm able to show you. Moving on. Now the last one, this is very powerful, but lots of people say it's not working on their phone. Well, let me show you how to fix this. This is the circle to search feature, which in my case, when I hold on to the bottom here, the home button, I'm able to circle on anything that is on my screen at the moment, and Google is going to do an image search of it to help me find or learn more about it. Well, this might be something that you are not seeing on your phone or it's not working on your phone. I'm going to show you how to navigate your way to turn it on if it's not working on your phone, and if you have the updates that allows that to be possible. All right, so what you want to do is you want to scroll down and go into settings. Then once you're in settings, you're going to scroll again until you get to display. Tap on display and then scroll down until you reach the navigation bar right here. Then you're going to see the circle to search feature here, and you're going to toggle that on. And then as you can see here, you're going to tap and hold on the home button or the navigation handle to search using the content on the screen. So yes, if you're using the button, you're still going to have the home button here that you can hold on and immediately get the pop-up. Or if you're using the gesture, the home button bar is there, except we don't see it, but you can hold on to it also and it's still going to work. All right. So these are small features, but once you start using them, your entire experience changes. Which one of these were you using before this video, and which one weren't you using? Let me know in the comment section. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, but don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, see you all later. Peace out.